Okay, we just had our first pop. This is actually our second attempt. The first attempt yesterday or last evening, it was the last test of the night, and we had a no test because only one cell went into thermal runaway. It was kind of an odd one. Every once in a while you get something weird like that happens. But so this is the 300 watt hour battery wrapped in an HD blanket because the blanket was a bit larger than what we intend for aviation use, because like I said, we didn't have time with the short notice to do this test. Oh, there we go. To get a custom sized blanket made. So this is just our standard 5 foot by 6 foot HD blanket. We tried to only put 2 layers under the battery and 2 layers on top of the battery so that you get an idea of what the temperatures would be on board if you were to wrap a 300 watt hour battery in one of these blankets. But as I've always said, these blankets are permeable. I mean, if you've watched any of our other videos that we've shared recently here, we intentionally design our blankets to be permeable so that they can vent, so that there's no trapped gases, no opportunity for any kind of pressure to build. Obviously, if you've got trapped gases, you can have a pretty nasty explosion, and we don't want that. So I would guess that was probably the bulk of the event, but you never know. There might be some more cells that haven't gone yet. As I've shown in other videos, you can see that there's some heavy smoke along the ground, and of course most of it rises. Let's see what we've got thermocouples on the bottom of the blanket. So under the blanket on the table surface, we've got thermocouples. The inside temp right now, inside the blanket, we have a thermocouple, and it's showing just about 1200 degrees and climbing. And then the thermocouples that are on the table are all at about the 150 degree mark, and that's all in Fahrenheit. Yeah, I think that was probably it.
Plateaued, right?
Yeah, it looks
12,
like, yeah,
90 coming down just a tiny bit.
yeah, the inside the blanket temps are now starting to drop a little bit. They plateaued and are starting to drop. So sometimes that can be an indication that the event is over. It should be noted though that the batteries will remain hundreds of degrees hot for quite some time as that chemical reaction kind of continues working through the batteries. So, you know, you don't ever want to remove the blanket. In fact, you know, obviously in flight, I would say just leave it until you're able to get on the ground and let safety personnel take care of unwrapping it and removing it. But yeah.